All right, this is something new. I need y'all to turn the notification button on. For those who don't know what that does is, as soon as I drop a video, y'all know I drop at least 4 or 5 a day. As soon as I drop a video, this will update you and notify you immediately. Again, you become part of that notification gang that everybody has. Pharaohs, I need you because we need to start making these videos moments. So please turn the notification button on. You'll get my content first. Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, how's everybody doing out there? All right, Compton's on the game. To me, one of the most underrated rappers of all time. He is really good at putting bodies of work together. Now, the game has been involved in this lawsuit for quite some time. This thing has been brewing for about a couple years now. So to make a long story less long, right? The game was in production of this show called She Got Game, right? It was going to be a dating show. And the show was short-lived because of a big-ass lawsuit. Now, the game had this show. It was going to be a Flavor Flav type dating show, right? Where the game was trying to find love. Y'all already know all these shows are fake any damn way, but it's entertaining as hell, right? I grew up in the Flavor of Love era. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I never watched Love and Hip Hop. I don't watch any of that shit. I'm not knocking anybody who does. I just don't watch it. But back in the day, man, I don't care who you was. Like, a lot of my homies, we used to watch Flavor, Love, the freaking I Love New York. That shit was interesting as hell. But right after that era, I let it go. It wasn't for me. All right. Then I interviewed Hoops, and she pretty much told me that shit was fake. All right. Hoops that won Flavor of Love. She was like, yeah, that stuff is fake, bro. Yeah, it was just for television, right? So after that, I let that era go. But the game had a show similar to Flavor Flav in the works with Viacom. So Viacom is the company that owns BET. They own VH1. Y'all watch stuff from Viacom a lot of your life, all right? Now, Viacom had funded the production of this show off the top, all right? And the show was rolling. It was in production. And there was a chick, her name, you know, I won't say her name, right? She sued the game. She damn sure ain't finna sue me, all right? So this chick, one of the chicks on the show who was a contestant, right? The game was, he was getting busy with his shit. Like, when he was getting to know the chicks, he was feeling on them, rubbing on them, you know, feeling on their ass, going up their skirts and all that, doing what we've notoriously seen on shows like that, right? I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying that's what we have grown accustomed to seeing on shows like that, those dating type shows where there are 15 to 20 chicks fighting over the attention of one man, or 15 to 20 men fighting over the attention of one chick. We've seen these men try to go above and beyond, putting toes in the mouth, all that stuff to get the attention of this one person because your time is limited. You're trying to win the show, right? So the game was apparently getting very physical with this chick. She had no idea that the game would be able to do some of those things. Now, I told y'all a year or two ago, it baffles my mind how you go on a show like that and not understand what are the components of that show. I'm not saying that that is right, what the game was doing. I just don't understand how you go on a show knowing you're competing with 15 to 20 other women and you don't understand that this dude might feel empowered. He might feel like he can do whatever he wants on that show. I just don't understand how you don't get that that's going to happen. I'm not condoning if she's calling it some sort of like improper touching. I'm not saying I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying, why put yourself in a situation like that just to get a look on television if you're not really into that type scene? Now, this chick sued the game for $7.1 million, right? Now, in return, the game then was like, yo, I shouldn't be responsible for this chick's suffering and whatever and mental stress or whatever. So he, in return, sued Viacom for $20 million. So we got 2 lawsuits open here. The game was being sued by this chick who claimed she was wronged by him for $7.1 million. And the game actually sued Viacom, who produced the show, for $20 million. He's like, y'all should be liable for this. It was y'all's show. Y'all produced it. I was just one of the actors or whatever, one of the talents on the show doing what y'all told me to do, being myself. So here's what has transpired. The chick won her lawsuit against the game for $7.1 million. He is yet to pay, the game is yet to play any of that. As a matter of fact, I remember one of the game's Breakfast Club interviews, he flatly said, yo, if I ever get sued by anyone, I am not paying. And he was not just saying that to make an interview good or for views. He has not paid this chick not one dime of her money for what I've been told. So he owes this chick $7.1 million. Now his lawsuit suing Viacom, he lost. Pretty much the judge was like, bruh, you don't have a case. I'm not gonna give you $20 million. On June 5th, the judge came back with the decision and said, yo, I'm gonna dismiss your case, the game. You're not getting $20 million. So not only did the game lose his suit against Viacom, he owes $7.1 million, and another $35,000 is being added. Viacom is being petty because they had to pay legal fees for their defense against the game, right? They had to pay for fees, and it summed up to $35,000 in lawyer fees, and they want the game to pay them back for that. Now the game owes Viacom 35 grand and the chick 7.1. Now I think Viacom's just being petty because obviously the show didn't work out. The game ruined their show in their mind, I'm guessing, and now they don't have the show. They lost money in legal fees. They lost money paying for all the shooting that they did for that show, and now they're being petty, trying to get money out of the game. Now the game has refused to pay their $35,000 as well, and also the game, like I said, has refused to pay this chick. Now we're at the point now where the game not paying the $35,000 is one thing, but the $7.1 million is at the point where the game might be facing some jail time soon if he doesn't pay this chick for damages that she won in a case. All right, that's the update. This is probably going to head to some sort of court soon because the game has been unwilling to pay this chick. And with Instagram, social media, you gotta see the game online getting bag after bag overseas. I seen them do an overseas tour a couple months ago, getting bags, making money, flexing, living his best life out here, new hairstyle, new do what up, you know what I mean? And between his social media lifestyle and his lifestyle that people know he's accustomed to and his financial earnings, this is likely heading back inside of a court where the game is probably facing some jail time. And like I said, the game has told us on multiple counts he's okay with going to jail because he's not paying anyone he owes any legal fees. He's not paying. All right, it's a 50-cent type approach, and that's probably why he was signed to G Unit, because these niggas are very similar in their thinking. Thank y'all for the time, love, support. I'll keep you guys up to date. This story is probably going to heat up in a couple months. I'm probably early on this bad boy, a couple months early. I just would hope the game would at some point start to pay this chick back and avoid jail time. I don't wish jail on anyone that has not committed any type of physical crime to someone, right? And I definitely don't want a rapper of the talents of the game to be locked up just because he's simply being selfish and won't pay legal fees. 7.1 is a lot of fees, though. I'm be honest, I ain't got $7.1 million, but you hope this dude making good money would somehow, some way figure this shit out. Thank y'all for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. Salute. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. They are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO. Mr. TALIAFERRO. Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.